Siege. Select a champion.
Willow.
This game is full of mob mentalities. The game is also dying, apparently. But if like everyone's leaving, like 3 pros this year announced that they were leaving on New Year's. I was like, why? First, like 5 teams pull out. No info on PPL for like 3 months. Or not 3 months, but like ever since HRX ended, they promised they'd give us more info on HRX. Nothing. Right? Then pro teams pull out. Left and right. Splice is gone. Fnatic is gone. Like, friggin' I don't think Renegades is gone. But like, not like, I think Navi and Renegades are the only 2 teams, if I'm correct, that are still in. G2 is gone. SK is definitely gone. Like, who's left? Then Envy pulls out. Envy has been... No, Envy's just left. And then I Drop Bodies is gone. I Drop Bodies of all people. I mean, come on. If Rock Monkey leaves, the scene is dead. Like, this scene is dying fast. No information has been given on PPL or PML ever since HRX ended. That's a long time to be in the dark, especially because they haven't even paid some teams yet.
You call this holiday spirit?
No. G2 released their players. I Drop Bodies and Vex. They're both, like, everyone is gone from G2. But the kicker is I Drop Bodies straight up left the game. He's not into it anymore. Vex is still here. I didn't even take a moment to see who we were facing. Yeah, it's a Haven to start.
Holiday discount?
They drop. I'm pretty sure G2 dropped everyone. It was just never officially announced. Tell me if I'm wrong on that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I can buy Rezone, have 90% CCR, and I run Pluck and be able to have fun. Mako's had an interesting life. Oh, yes, indeed.
Here's a gift for you.
This guy going damage Damba again. Jesus Christ. That was fail. That was fail. I regret everything I did in life.
Enemy double kill.
Yeah, I'm convinced that if Rock Monkey leaves the scene, there's no coming back from that. They built this ground up they built this game from the ground up to be an esport, but you can't be an esport if you're not going to communicate to your team what is happening in your esport. That is so conflicting that it's just unbearable for some people. Like, you got to think about it from their perspective. You as a company are being so inactive in your knowledge base. You aren't giving your knowledge base a chance. The people that want to know what's going on, you aren't giving them anything to work with. And it's making them frustrated. It's making the pros frustrated to be kept in the dark. The team certainly don't know what's going on, because apparently the last thing we heard was that they wanted to fly everyone out to do LAN games every single week. Like, already that just presents a big financial issue for teams. That was a bad decision. That was a bad decision to make. And I wouldn't blame any team in particular for dropping out because of that. I think it was just everything that happened after that. Like, there's so much that happened after that. That's just, it's killing Hi-Rez. They continue to kill off their own game. Really, the only thing they have left, they're banking on their casual audience now because they have no one left to appeal to. None. They have no one left to appeal to. He says he'll still be streaming, but I'm not sure what he'll be streaming. Yeah, me neither. I got nothing else. Like, you need to let your people know. You've taken all these initiatives for the community. Like, go the extra mile. Let people know. Let them know. That's exactly. There is nothing. We have heard nothing from Hi-Rez since, like, there have been 2 private PPL-centric meetings between Hi-Rez and pros. No public Q&A. They said there would be a public Q&A. Nothing. And nothing else has been released to the public about either the PPL or the PML. It hurts. It hurts to keep playing this game if you know that you're in a situation like this. Oh my god. Like, Hi-Rez, show some mercy for the people that are keeping your game alive. They're doing this whole community-based effort as a last ditch. If they screw that up, this game is dead. Z1 knows this. They're casualizing the game really hard. They want to appeal to the casual audience while they still have an audience. Because if they can't work with their casual audience, that's it. There's nothing else. Their pro scene died really, really fast after HRX. They need to not only get that back up, but they need to get some player base in here in general, and that's partly why they're casualizing the game.
3, 2,
This whole hunt thing and the promise of more bug fixes. That's something we've been asking for a long time, and notice how only now they're starting to do it once they've realized the state that the game is in. It's unacceptable. It really is just unacceptable the state the game has been put in. It almost makes me want to cry. Because I love this game with all my heart. I've been playing this. I wouldn't be playing this game right now if I didn't love this game. But when it's mismanaged to a level that is just unacceptable on multiple levels, you're hurting yourself at that point. You're not giving your game a chance to thrive because you're mismanaging it so hard as a company. And I know I'm going off on a tangent here. It's kind of gone through like 3 different subjects, but they all kind of go hand in hand here. There's nothing we can do as a player base to fix your mistakes. We can only do so much to help ourselves. After a certain point, it's on you. It's on you, Hi-Rez. We, as the community, keep your game alive, play your game, and give you suggestions and feedback. You want suggestions and feedback? It's being given to you every day, every single day. This is your last chance, Hi-Rez, to fix your game and get it back up into a working state. Because once this is over, it's over for Paladins in general. You've already lost so much. You're about to lose the last of it if you don't get your shit together in the next couple of months. I haven't. That's my bad. You gotta fireball that. Yeah. They need to. I'm so glad they're fixing Willow because this is disgusting. It's scary to farm Willow these days. It's just that. You see, the problem with that statement, Wolf, is that people are gonna some people are gonna leave, new people are gonna come in. You're very right. That's how a game should work over the lifespan. But the Paladins isn't getting new people. It's not. It had that big burst of new players at the launch. What happened after that? And then there was that big drop in players when everyone went back to school, which is understandable, but it never really recovered from that drop. And now it's dropping again here in the holiday break. Which it should be doing the opposite. Look at the Steam charts. It should be it's a holiday break. People are not in school right now. It should not be like this. But like the player base is still dropping even in the time when people have the most time to do something like this, aside from summer. People are leaving. No new people are coming in. Mark my words, no one's coming in. Very few to none people are coming in right now. 9K is barely enough to sustain a first-person shooter. I'm telling you, if it was, we wouldn't be complaining about it.
30 seconds remaining.
So have I. Like I said, I came to this game 2 years ago. I kind of had a burnout period right after OB64 ended, but like I didn't leave this game for long enough for it to be like, I didn't leave this game for a significant period of time.
3, 2, 1.
Meanwhile, the amount of people that have just left all at once. Another big thing is the Overwatch exodus. The amount of people that left Overwatch recently in like over the course of the summer and the fall, that should have been huge for Paladins. People who like to play a first-person shooter can't handle playing one of the biggest first-person shooters right now. So that leaves them with two big options. I mean, there's COD, there's like I don't disregard, but like hero shooters.
Ultimate is ready.
Ultimate is ready.
Like I don't know. It's sad to see the state of this game right now, honestly.
Capture point spawning in
I still
15
love playing this
seconds.
game, but I just don't understand what state it's in right now. I don't think it understands what state it's in right now, because it's trying to go from competitive to casual just so that the devs can draw in a new player base.
2, 1.
Remember the days when you could take an off-meta talent in casual and not get flamed for using it? I miss those days too. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I need to stop yelling. I don't know. I'm just kind of a broken record at this point. It's not a bad thing to do off-meta things, like in casuals. In ranked, it's a different story, because ranked, you should be trying. You should be trying to climb. You should be following what's currently, like, technically the best. Like, if someone straight up took Davy Jones' locker in ranked, people would be just flying off the freaking walls with rage. But if it was just casual, well, nowadays you'd still get flamed for it. You'd still get flamed for choosing an off-meta talent. Because this game, again, like I said before, can't decide what it wants to be. New players are coming in and saying, well, should I take this seriously or not? You're playing, like, this game is supposed to be played. It doesn't play like Overwatch, where you can, like, be friendly. I can't remember the last time I was successfully a friendly in this game. But then you got, like, but suddenly now you have emotes like the dab and the and all those other roaming emotes. Like they're playing it like it's a more casualized game, but it's not. They don't have the right to do that. Is the game casual or is the game competitive? Make up your mind. Look at this Makoa raging at me right now. It's casuals. We're not supposed to be. We should just play the game. Play the game the way you want to. Yes, it's team-based, but don't rest your entire friggin' victory on that. You have made the decision not to have fun because of your. Yeah,
Witness the power.
I'm not gonna lie. Out of the three main hero shooters in the category, Paladins has the best tutorial, but you're right, it's still crap. Like, TF2's tutorials are unfinished. Overwatch's tutorial doesn't show you how to push a payload. And Paladin's tutorial just it could set the standard. It is setting the standard, but not in a correct way. when they buffed off-meta legendaries. I don't think the problem is that they should be buffing off-meta legendaries. Some legendaries can't be used. Like, look at Moji. Moji is a good example of bad legendaries, right? Just nothing. Nothing there. Nothing there to work off of. But if you go back to, like, what was it? What's an example of a good champion that's just like Genos? No, not Genos. Genos is bad. I don't want to say Makoa because everyone's using Pluck now. The only thing telling Paladins the difference from other FPSs is the hero shooter tag. All the cartoony first-person shooters, they're regarded as hero shooters in this manner. And honestly, I can't blame them. What sets Paladins apart, too, is like the MOBA aspect. And in a way, I guess it kind of harms it because of the hitbox, like, joke. It's reached confusing levels. You can't tell me I'm wrong. You can't tell me you're wrong. It's just gotten really, really, really confusing.
Choose your champion.
Hello.
It really has. It's just gotten way too confusing. And that all comes back to, what does Paladins want to be? Does it want to be a MOBA? Does it want to be a first-person shooter? Does it want to be casual? Or does it want to be competitive? Does it want to be like... Does it want to focus more heavily on its card system or focus more heavily on its gameplay? The development team has been flip-flopping between these choices lately. I don't know what they want. What do they want? What do they want in this game? They say they found a path for it, and then they just go silent.
Make your champion your
They give us nothing.
It's time to spread some joy.
You tell me. Remember the conversation on Twitter? Have you seen it? Rude, the Brandon Rookie, the guy literally managing the esports stuff. He literally comes out and says he wishes he could say more, but he honestly can't. That is how badly this game is being mismanaged right now. When the esports manager knows that there's more to tell, and he wants to tell it to us, but he can't. Skillshot, Hi-Rez, Evil Mojo, they're not letting him say a word about things that should have been known a month ago. It's disgusting. It is honestly genuinely disgusting to see that the company's being mismanaged that badly. This is information that we need to know, and it's not being given to us. Why? Well, because management is refusing. Management said no.
Holiday discount?
Your players are actively participating in your game competitively. They have a right to know this, even if it means they're under NDA not to tell anyone else. The pro players, at the very least, deserve to know. But not even the pro players, who are the most patient. The pro players are being so patient with this game. But the game is giving them nothing. The game is fucking them in the ass. They got nothing to work with. And it's not even their fault. It's the game's fault for like 90% of this.
Keep up the good work.
If I'm wrong, I'll eat those words. But I haven't seen any reason to be proven wrong yet. None. Smite's competitive scene, I don't think. Because here's the thing about Smite. Smite is run by a completely different development team, but they're still under Skillshot. I don't know enough about what's going on with Smite right now, but from what I've heard, they already have information on both their major and minor leagues. More information than we have by a long shot. which is actually even more confusing. Because that definitely shows a bias in their gaming, in the games. What do they not want to announce? No one's getting on point for some reason. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's a bit of favoritism being showed here. Well, at least the team is carrying so hard that I don't really need to do anything. It's a free victory. Good job. Is this free? Is this gonna be free? Sky, you're an idiot. Nice. Strix is good. I like Strix.
That's not very nice. Huh?
No problem.
Well, yeah, Smite's been around for 4 years. More than that, if I'm willing to bet. 6 years probably at this point. But like, Paladins is not. Where's the advertising? Have you seen any advertising for Paladins at all? Any advertising for Paladins, Smite, any of it? No? It's one thing not to see advertising on YouTube, but like.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Holiday discount?
You have? How often? Have you been seeing it, like, consistently? Or has it been very on and off, like, all over the place? Because that can be a critical factor.
You're already dead.
What is going on? You don't see any at the moment? Yeah, that's the thing, it's so inconsistent. Look at Overwatch. I see ads for Overwatch all the time, and I own the game, for God's sake. There is such a heavy difference in the advertising bonus. They're not even trying. Smite came around when a time when Smite was needed, Smite was necessary, and Smite ultimately benefited from the exposure. Paladins, what? Paladins released into open beta the exact same time as Overwatch. Like, close to the same time as Overwatch, at the very least. That in itself already presents an issue. Like, think about it. Paladins screwed up on its open beta launch. The launch that should have brought it public for everyone to see. And then in official release, they do an advertising push. But A, the trailer is just actually really awful, and B, they're presenting it like where? When did they present it? The friggin', I think they first debuted the official release trailer during the Las Vegas tournament. That like during a minor tournament that has little to nothing to do with your game. Hey Freak, how's it going? Thanks for the cheers, my man. It means a lot. But after that, it was like nothing. I haven't seen a Paladins ad ever since release. Let me tell you something. I have seen multitudes of Realm Royale ads. You want to? Multitudes over the last couple of months. You'd be surprised. But like for Paladins, ever since Realm Royale died, I haven't seen a thing from Paladins. Not as a game, not from the game, not from the company. Except for the regular patch releases.
9, 8, 7, 6,
and community updates for like sometimes competitive stuff. It's crazy. And then after this year's HRX, which they hyped up so much that it's actually kind of insane, they just go completely dark. Like no communication, no signs that they're still alive, nothing. Why? I don't know. No reason. There doesn't need to be a reason. Why would there need to be a reason? God damn it. Those bits, they pay me. they support me, and they're also nice little things to put on my screen. Many big streamers. Yeah, well, they used to, and then they killed it. I don't know how they killed it. I've forgotten how they killed it, but they killed it. And now Realm Royale has gone from 100,000 concurrent players to about 100. They did that to themselves. And this is another example of why Hi-Rez is such a an unpredictable and like a unideal company to work with. Was it classes? I thought that was I thought it was the hit scan drama, but whatever. You get my point. It doesn't change the points that I've been making this entire time. Yeah, very more aggressive. God damn it. Really? Come on, man. Nah, at one point it was down to just like 100. I'm pretty sure it was just down to like 100 at one point, and it was disgusting. Hey, remember when this team was carrying me and I didn't have to do anything? This guy's stupid, by the way. They just need to do you know how difficult that is when you've lost your entire player base to some stupid drama? You lose your entire... This is what has killed games in the past, and Realm Royale isn't like just an exception because it's a free-to-play Hi-Rez game. No, nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing. It's not easy to gain back a player base when you lose it to drama. It's not. And I am actually the stupidest person alive. The lowest they've been is 1,165. I think it's lower. Like, the stats say it's 1,165. I don't think that's full of, like... I think it's lower. You can't tell me otherwise, honestly. Really? Really? Yeah, this game's lost. If there was something that I could say would fix Paladins at this point, if they were so desperate that they would listen to me for advice, just be more transparent. Find out what's causing the lack of transparency in your company and eliminate that frickin' scar. Not even Blizzard. Blizzard Activision. This company is infamous for just not caring about things. They are more transparent to their pros at the very least. I can't say the same for Paladins. because they're not even telling their pros anything. They had 2 private meetings, apparently, which weren't useful enough for the pros to get anything meaningful out of it. Like, what else? What is your player base expected to do when you've gone completely dark on them?
10, 9, 8, 7.
You just expect them to like suddenly forgive you just because you provided them with a game again? Like, no, that's not how this works. You're either transparent and working with your fellow players, the people that are keeping your game alive, or you let it go and you let it die. Exactly. Why is it an 18-minute queue in the first place?
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
If anything, lower it down to 4 minutes, like casuals.
5, 4,
Give
3,
people a reason to play
2,
and not
1.
18 minutes. You're waiting more than you're playing. This is the same problem Ranked has right now. You're waiting more than you're playing. They better have some serious, like, Hi-Rez, get your crap together, honestly. You're not giving us any reason to trust you again. None. None at all.
That's not very nice. Here's a gift for you.
And did anyone actually contest the point? Please? Thank God, finally something.
Double kill.
Next time, behave.
God damn it! Long story short, the state of this game is just not good. They haven't given us a reason to think it's good. They don't even seem to care right now that it's even... They don't even seem to care that their game is suffering so hard right now. They don't. They don't care. They've given us no reason to care. And they apparently don't have a reason to care at this point.
I am the juggernaut. You fought well, then.
Happy New Year.
Oh, dear God.
You fought well, peasant.
What can we do? Well, they're trying. Here's the thing. Hi-Rez being Hi-Rez isn't an excuse anymore. Because look at everything. Hold on. Look at everything they've recently been doing. Look at everything they've recently been doing. They're not trying to cash out Paladins just yet. They wouldn't be doing that if it was clear to them that there was still potential in the game. That's why they're trying to do all these community-established efforts. If they're going to cash in on it, they're going to at least cash in on it with the community's favor. But they're not getting in the community's favor because the entirety of HRX, they've been like, we're going to reach out to the community. We're going to start communicating more. We're going to start being, we're going to start being better as a company. We're going to try and help these games survive and flourish and ultimately improve because of what we're doing. But they haven't, but ever since HRX, they've gone from, wow, they're actually showing effort to improve, to where are they? Where are they? Where did they go? They're gone again. And it confuses the hell out of me. And it makes me sad. Because the moment they try and start something, they shut it down by themselves. Hi-Rez... there's nothing but identity crises in this game, I swear. Hi-Rez in general, even. What's this?